Welcome to MotoMarket Explorer. Today we're diving into 10 incredible classic motorcycles for sale across America, all packed with history, character, and real-world deals you can buy right now. 1. 1978 Honda CB750K, $5,500, St. Louis, Missouri. This 1978 Honda CB750K comes from the legendary SOHC/4 era, a time when Honda dominated the global market with smooth, reliable, and surprisingly fast inline-4 engines. This example shows 39,000 miles, but the previous owner, an engineer, restored it with meticulous care. The carburetors were ultrasonically cleaned and synced, the front forks rebuilt, and it now carries a new battery and new fuel petcock. Powder-coated and polished parts still shine beautifully, and documentation of the restoration exists through an extensive Dropbox log. This is the kind of CB750 that stays solid on the road, pulls strong through all gears, and carries that unmistakable vintage four-cylinder soundtrack, a clean, beautifully preserved UJM that still invites the next owner to ride or display with pride. Two. 1962 BMW R60/2, $8,500, Nashville, Tennessee. A true German classic, the 1962 R60/2 represents the golden age of BMW engineering. Matching its reputation, this motorcycle has had all the difficult mechanical work done, including the slingers, which requires a full engine teardown. The transmission and rear differential were rebuilt, and nearly every major consumable part is new. Tires, tubes, battery, steering bearings, solo seat, valve covers, deep sump oil pan, and even accessories like mirrors and air pump. This R60/2 is close to turnkey, with the option of either a solo or dual seat, and it's equipped with an LED headlight while keeping the original unit. Quiet, stable, and iconic, it stands as one of the most desirable vintage touring machines ever built. Three. 1978 Kawasaki KZ650, $3,800, Hernando, Florida. This Kawasaki KZ650 is a fantastic example of Kawasaki's lightweight inline-4 muscle in the late 70s. It wears a clean blue finish, has 15,525 miles, and features a Delkevic header paired with an electronic ignition for improved reliability. The electric starter needs attention, but the bike fires up immediately with one kick, something enthusiasts actually love about these old fours. With fresh tires, a newer battery, and a clear title, this is one of the best-priced KZ650s available today. Light, quick, and surprisingly agile, it remains a favorite among vintage riders. Four. 1947 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead, $35,000, Melbourne Beach, Florida. A true American icon, the 1947 EL Knucklehead. This model sits at the top tier of Harley collectors' lists, and this example features matching cases, clean title, and both electric and kickstart. It's built on a Pawco wishbone frame and is described as mechanically sound. Knuckleheads from the post-war era are only climbing in value, and finding one in this condition is increasingly rare. Yes, it's the highest-priced bike on today's list, but for collectors, this isn't just a motorcycle, It's a historically significant machine from the final year of knucklehead production. Five, 1979 Yamaha YZ250, $2,900, Charlotte, North Carolina. This 1979 Yamaha YZ250 is a beautifully preserved vintage motocross machine ready for another life on the track. The iconic yellow livery still stands strong, and the bike is said to be fully ready for vintage MX events. The seller has additional spare parts available, and overall, this bike represents one of Yamaha's most influential off-road platforms. Lightweight, punchy, and raw, this two-stroke remains an unforgettable ride for anyone who appreciates old-school motocross talent. Six, 1976 Triumph Bonneville, $4,000, Hickson, Tennessee. A like-new 1976 Triumph Bonneville, showing what British craftsmanship looked like near the end of the original Bonneville era. This bike runs, has new tires, freshly rebuilt carburetors, and new spark plugs. It even comes with the original key, a small detail, but a clear sign of a well-kept machine. Stylistically and mechanically, this model maintains the unmistakable charm of Triumph twins, smooth torque, classic lines, and that signature exhaust note that defined British motorcycles for decades. Number 7. 1980 Suzuki GS1000G, $2,500, Palestine, Texas. The GS1000 is one of Suzuki's most respected early superbikes, and this 1980 model is shockingly affordable. Despite 46,000 miles, the bike runs strong, benefiting from a classic 4-into-1 Kirker pipe and pod filters that give it a deep, throaty sound. It's described as very clean for its age, with a clear Texas title. The GS platform is known for bulletproof engines that can easily surpass 100K miles with proper care, making this a standout deal for anyone wanting a powerful, vintage Japanese 4. Eight, 1974 Harley Sportster 1000, $3,000, Cantonment, Florida. This 1974 Ironhead Sportster is all original, fitted with brand new tires and converted to electric start for convenience. Finished in a classic look that turns heads, it features right-hand shift and a 4-speed manual transmission. The bike runs strong, includes a cover, and carries a clean Florida title. For riders wanting a true old-school Harley experience without the typical high vintage price tag, this Sportster is a great entry into classic American V-twin ownership. Nine, 1972 Norton Commando, $14,500, Nashville, Tennessee. A nearly museum-grade example, this 1972 Norton Commando shows only 69 miles and has been kept inside a living room, literally. Revered as one of the best-handling British motorcycles ever produced, the Commando is a collectible icon. This one is targeted towards serious collectors looking for pristine examples. With its isolation mount frame, signature engine pulse, and unmistakable style, the Commando remains one of the highest-regarded vintage sport motorcycles in the world. (10) 1957 Triumph TR6R Bobber, $5,500, Inverness, Florida. This 1957 Triumph TR6R Bobber blends old-school British heritage with custom bobber attitude. It features a T140 top end, a clear Florida title, and one of the coolest leather seats you'll see on a vintage custom. The bike runs great and carries a muscular pre-unit Triumph character, raw, punchy, and mechanically expressive. The seller also has additional old chopper projects available, making this a potential gateway into vintage Triumph culture. Thanks for watching MotoMarket Explorer. Subscribe for more real vintage motorcycle deals across America. See you in the next ride.